KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major, Cheryl Metal, and joining us in studio for our second open mic session this evening, joined by Legacy City once again. This is K Lyric. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here.
There we go.
Doing good. Glad to be here. Appreciate you bringing me here.
Oh, glad to have you. Glad to have you. Thanks to your brother right beside you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for opening the floor for the family, so I appreciate it.
So let's go ahead and get right into it. Music wasn't your first venture out?
No, it actually wasn't. Basketball was. Basketball was my first love. I played all the way up to college. Some things happened in life, shook me up. And I decided to go with music as a career path. Because I always had a thing for music, but it was just, lunchtime type stuff. You got free time in school.
How far back on did you get to catch the first taste of music?
I started writing in 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah, I started writing in 7th grade. 8th grade, I turned it up a notch. Nicki Minaj came out. I started hearing what the punchline's supposed to be like. So I was like, okay. So, yeah, middle school. Middle school for me.
Man. Your basketball career, state tournament as well?
Yes. In high school, I went to state my freshman year. And then I went to state again my senior year. Both were 3rd place.
Man. Wagner's good for sports.
Wagner High School.
Yeah, Wagner's good for sports, man.
T-Bird, shout out to the T-Birds. Yeah.
And then proceeded on from what it says here, San Jacinto Community College outside of Houston?
Yes, I committed to San Jac, which is a community college in Houston, out there in Pasadena. So I did that for 2 years, finished my associates, and then I transferred to a D2 in Glenville State, West Virginia.
Oh, word. How's that transition going from a community college to a D2 program? I mean, even D2 is pretty serious.
Yeah. The thing is, it was a remote.
Yeah.
It was very remote. Like nothing around. Morgantown was like an hour and a half away.
Oh,
That's
really?
WVU. So, yeah, it was real quiet. It was real quiet there. Yeah.
Any reason why you chose that location?
Scenery. It's being down south, always staying down south, you get used to seeing certain things. But when I took a visit up there to West Virginia, it was just different. I got to see valleys, I got to see mountains, I got to see, different things. So I just kind of fell in love with the outdoors there. Yeah.
Okay.
But that was short lived, because boy, I tell you, I got bored.
Oh God.
I was like, man, it's a small town, so it was only like a small restaurant, and then we had a Pizza Hut, and then maybe a Subway. And then other than that, you just gotta go to the cafeteria and get your food. And we in West Virginia in a remote city, so food might not be that seasoned, it might not be that good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How big was the town? Was it less than 10,000?
Yes, definitely.
Ooh.
Definitely. It's called Glenville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I grew up in a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, the amount of people you say in that small town is probably about the amount of people in my whole county. So I know. You got a grocery store. You might have 2 gas stations.
Right.
And 1 street light. That's about it.
Man, the Walmart was like an hour away. I'm like,
Dang.
we gotta drive for a Walmart. That's
I know.
crazy.
know.
Dollar General was the best friend. Go to Dollar General for everything.
Sounds about
Need
right.
draws, go to Dollar General.
Just about right.
Yep. like, that's how it happened.
Yeah, for one good time, you out of there.
So, with all of that, I'm gonna say being born in such a small town, what finally guided you to being into music? Get out of basketball.
I would say going through spiritual and mental challenges. I didn't know it, but at the time I was going through depression, moderate. So it was that. and then I end up after that, shortly after that, end up going through other mental things. You know what I'm saying? And it really it's a crazy journey. It's so crazy. Like I'm still trying to process the whole thing, but yeah. So definitely, I would say life challenges.
Yeah.
Really, and honestly, I was getting burnt out of basketball. Like I start, for me coming in, and that's when I also realized that even though I was a good student in school, the reason why I was such a good student in school was because I had something to look forward to and to work for, which was basketball. But I tried going to college after I stopped playing basketball, and it just wasn't the same for me.
Yeah.
Like it really wasn't. So with that, depression and everything, I was just like, man, maybe it's time for me to, put my creativity and stuff to use. Tell my side of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did it take a while to finally find the, right direction to get the proper diagnosis? No, not everyone knows what direction to go. They just know something ain't right.
Right. And that's the thing too, because I didn't get diagnosed with depression until like my sophomore year in college. And even then, I wasn't on any antidepressants or anything. They were just like, hey, we're going to let you talk to a counselor, once a week or whatever. And that's cool. But then I transferred to Glenville, and it just got worse. So that's when they diagnosed me with moderate depression. And then after that, I ended up getting diagnosed with stuff like psychosis, schizophrenia, which is crazy. Because it was all, they try to separate, even the doctors, which I understand, trying to separate spirituality from logic and medical.
Yeah.
But some things, spirituality can turn you to that medical side, and vice versa. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on with me. Spiritually, I was overwhelmed about a lot of things. It's like I woke up and I was just like, this world is crazy. Like, are we really supposed to be here? Like, the stuff that goes down every day, like, we can't even have one day around the world where there's no murder.
Right.
And stuff like that. I don't know. I looked it up. You can't always trust Google. But I looked it up, and HSP, that sounds about right when it comes to me. Like I have a real sensitive spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, dealing with pain from different aspects, mental, physical, spiritual, it was a lot. And I just felt like my spirit was, it was coming together, but in a sense it was breaking, to shed off, I don't know, whatever needed shedding.
Yeah.
Maybe my eyes just need to be more open, maybe I need to be more grateful, awake, So yeah, it was a lot to unpack.
Yeah. So in fact, tell you what, let's go ahead and get into some music. And I got a few more questions for you coming up in the next break, okay? All right, y'all. Stay tuned. We got more coming up. In this next block of music, we've got brand new music from GD Ace. I can't say on there. And the latest from Kip Stone. But right now, let's go ahead and get into a track from K-Lyric. This is Never Fake It. Keep it locked, y'all. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.